Okay, so what if we have a situation like this where you've got work being done, but they're opposing each other? Okay, what do I mean by that? What I mean is that work means the same thing, and I don't want to get too technical, but work, in the last example, we were talking about work, two machines, right, doing the same thing to accomplish the same task. But what if we have a situation where two machines or two people are like working against each other in a sense? For example, what if we had the two pipes, and instead of being two pipes that are filling the same tank, what if we had one pipe was filling the tank and another pipe was emptying the tank, like a drain, okay? So that means as one is pouring water, let's say, into the tank, the other one is taking water out of the tank. And let's say even further that one fills, let's say, or one does its work faster or slower than the other. Then that's going to be, we're going to approach that differently, right? Okay? Because one is putting in and the other one's taking out. So in that case, it's going to become a subtraction problem where we take the amount done by the first person machine, right? And we subtract off the amount of work being done by the second person or machine, and that amount should equal the one completed task or job, okay? So for example, what if we took the same example and we said, instead of two pipes filling the tank, let's say we had one pipe, okay, and then we had a drain, right? And so we've got our water, and we've got water coming in, and we've got water going out, right? Okay? And so now here's pipe number one, and this is pipe number two. Okay, so let's read this. So now here's what we're told. It says a faucet fills the tank in 6 minutes. So again, pipe one, right, the faucet, fills the tank in 6 minutes, right? Which means its rate, right, we'll call it rate one, is equal to what? 1/6 of the tank per minute. Okay, right? Okay, let's continue. It says a drain empties the tank in 8 minutes, meaning if I had the tank filled completely and I opened the drain, it would take 8 minutes to drain the tank. Okay, so pipe two drains tank in 8 minutes. So that means rate 2 is it drains at a rate of 1/8 of a tank per minute. Okay, good. So we've got the two rates, right? Now, the question is, if both the faucet and the drain are opened completely, okay, given the rates, in how many minutes will the tank start to overflow if the faucet is not turned on? Or excuse me, it's not turned off. Okay? So we can tell that this rate, right, this rate is faster than this rate. So if we left them both open, right, then eventually we know that the tank would overflow, right, if it was left unattended. So the question is, how long would that take? before that happened? Well, now we're going to set it up using this formula. Okay, so now, again, we're going to use the rate times time, right? Work done is rate times time, the rate of the work times the amount of time that they worked, right? So in this case, it's going to be, again, the time is going to be the same again, just like in the last problem. So it's going to be R1 times T1 minus, right? Minus R2 times T2 equals 1, right? And in this case, again, T1 is equal to T2, which is equal to T, let's say. So we're going to say R1 times T minus R2 times T is equal to 1. And then, of course, R1 is 1/6, okay, times T minus 1/8 times T equals 1. Okay, now, so again, let's multiply through by 24, the least common multiple of the denominators. So this is going to give us what? It's going to give us 24 over 6t minus what? 24 over 8t equals 24. Okay, now, same thing. This is tanks, the amount of tanks per minute. Tanks per minute, tanks per minute. This is supposed to be time, right? And so time cancels with time here, so we're going to end up with the amount of the tanks, right? So the units are going to work out. So now, what does this become? Well, this is going to be 4t minus what? 3t equals 24. And so if we subtract these two, we get t equals 24. 24 what? Minutes. Okay? And so it would take 24 minutes before the tank started to overflow if the faucet was not turned off. And that's it. Have a great day.